For the next few minutes, we'll be talking about Boxpilot's full-service pipeline automation solution that gives any B2B company access to the same sophisticated marketing and sales approaches that the biggest market leaders use, but without the high costs, hassles, need for staff, and infrastructure. With our full-cycle, fully managed funnel execution system, we have democratized for all businesses all the complex moving parts that are needed today to intelligently generate, nurture, and convert more leads into more customers. All this effectively enabling you to compete on equal footing with the big guys. My name is Michael Kaitila. I'm the co-founder of Boxpilot, and joining me today is Boxpilot's president, Kirko Papagiannis.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so let's jump in. So to start off with a vision, every company wants to have a sales and marketing system that is repeatable, scalable, and efficient. In other words, a predictable, ongoing method to bring in fresh leads at the top, move them down the funnel by nurturing and qualifying them, and then set up appointments and demos with the hottest leads for the sales team who then close. Really, everyone is looking for the simple model like this that actually works, that's cost effective, that uses the newest tools available to keep up with the competition and gets the job done. But by our measures, less than 5% of companies truly have this functioning well, which means that 95% do not. So the question is, why not? And in our experience, the answer is it's all about execution. There are so many moving parts and complexities with running a well-functioning marketing and sales process today, whether it's designing your overall marketing segmentation and positioning strategy across different divisions and markets, creating fresh new content consistently that's relevant to and evolving with your constantly changing market, not only distributing to appropriate social media channels, but also listening and responding to what your market is saying across all social media outlets, making sure no stone is left unturned in all your markets by having constantly refreshed, complete, and up-to-date data on every prospect in your market, designing, measuring, analyzing, improving automated contacting workflows to maximize predictability and effectiveness, mixing a variety of media into your contacting plan to optimize engagement and minimize loss to competitors. The list goes on. Essentially, it's only a small handful of companies that have big, well-staffed, multi-person in-house marketing departments with serious budgets, talent, and resources who are doing it all, managing all the details, and putting it all together well. The remaining 95% of companies are understaffed to manage all the details, they're time-starved and resource-constrained, so the vision of a well-functioning funnel ends up being subpar patchwork or it never happens at all. So how do you actually level the playing field? Well, to us, this has been our central question over our more than 15 years in business. In fact, we've focused our company on building a solution and set of innovations that precisely bridges the strategy, the execution, and the technology needed to work together to actually and successfully execute on that elusive, scalable, repeatable selling system that we all want, effectively giving all companies the ability to operate on equal footing with the big guys. And so here's what it looks like. Essentially, it's a predictable system of ongoing touches that move leads through the sales funnel that we manage for you in a full service fashion, effectively making us your outsourced marketing execution department with a full set of resources at your fingertips. So on the left, we start with good, clean data that we assemble, which is the foundation upon which it's built. Up top, the content and social media support that the touches are based on. And in the cycle are pre-planned sequences of touches and communication flows that use any number of media like email, voice, texting, etc., that are initiated and triggered based on workflows that we've built for you, which then work to qualify and build interest with your market, increasing their lead score, resulting in high quality sales opportunities that are passed to your sales team, so your sales team does what they do best, closing. And meanwhile, the marketing process to get them there is handled by us and hands-free for you. So this is the big picture of the sales and marketing system that the solution is framed around. And so for the rest of the presentation, we'll be digging into all the service components that we offer that go into executing that big picture for you, that all work together to give you access to the same sophisticated marketing and sales approaches that the biggest market leaders use, which translates into generating more leads, more sales appointments, and more sales for you in a hands-free fashion. So from here on, feel free to skip ahead to the slides that interest you. We'll start with our strategic consulting services, talk about touch cycle and our unique ability to integrate voice touches into automation triggers. We'll talk about how we can inexpensively create data and lists for you, our content creation services, how we use social media to distribute your content to generate top of the funnel interest, and then discuss the automation platform that we fully manage on your behalf, along with our inbound assistant services. So let's keep moving. Kirko?
Thanks, Michael. For one, it starts with getting the strategy right. To that end, we've assembled a team of leading B2B marketing and sales thought leaders who offer unbiased advice and assistance in creating your company's ideal sales and marketing plan. Having top heads applying industry best practices and expertise to the execution makes all the difference in generating pipeline. The great thing about these consultants is that they'll help map out the process that your leads need to go through to be ready for your sales team, a process we call touch cycle. The touch cycle is where the contacting plans reside. Certain criteria trigger those contacting plans. Each of those contacting plans can involve any number and sequence of email touches, but also, which makes us unique, phone and voicemail touches, not to mention texting and other touches that we all execute with our live agent operation team. What also makes us unique is that we manage the setup and the ongoing optimization of the touch cycle according to the strategy we agreed upon, so that you don't have the burden of managing more staff to do the programming. By changing your criteria in the touch cycle, your contacting plans can be as simple or as complex as the strategy requires. Contacting plans can have components geared towards any initiative: driving event attendance, having your sales team stay front of mind, converting leads quicker, ensuring repeat business, maximizing sales team effectiveness, keeping your data clean, and more. Here's an example of a contacting plan that combines email with voice touches to maximize prospect engagement. In this example, a phone call is only triggered when the lead score exceeds 10. Because lead score criteria can be defined, the voice contact threshold is adjustable, so there's full throttle control. Calls happen when it makes sense for strategy. With voice contact being an important differentiator for your organization, triggering these calls based on lead score means you are making calls to the right people at the right time when they have expressed a defined level of interest. This is something that most marketing automation platforms cannot do for you, and one that is critical to truly engaging leads before your competitors do. Michael?
A voice touch is when Boxpilot calls someone, and in the process of calling, any number of services can occur. We can leave a voicemail, speak live, qualify them, and even set an on-the-fly appointment when the prospect is particularly hot. All activities fit into the strategic plan to move the lead through the sales funnel. And with our system, you are only billed for voice touches that have been triggered. So if the calling threshold is set high, only the most qualified people will get a call, keeping costs closely tied to qualification level. So you get the most out of each dollar you spend. But in cases when you want to aggressively pursue appointments, we can enact our appointment/demo setting protocol, where we make as many as 12 attempts in 7 days to set an appointment for your internal team. Again, you only pay when the process is initiated. If no one in your touch cycle meets the threshold, you don't pay for any appointment setting protocols being triggered. Kirko?
Good planning and defined objectives make the revenue machine operate efficiently. but it is important to look at what goes into the machine: data and content. Bad data can be a major money pit in marketing. If left uncleaned, you could end up spending a lot of time, effort, and money on inherently terrible data. Boxpilot's data sourcing and updating services stop the wastage. We use our expert live agent operations team to vet data before you market to it, screening and scoring companies against criteria, and finding specific title individuals who will play a role in the decision-making process. Invaluable information for you to use in providing compelling value. Our process is highly cost-effective in comparison to purchasing lists traditionally, as well as compared to the cost associated with marketing to unqualified companies or bad names over time. As well, our live agents are able to update your data on the fly as part of your ongoing touch cycle, updating contact information, finding replacements, proactively keeping your data as fresh as can be so that your marketing money goes to driving results. And again, you only pay for the work that we do. Only real usable results count. Set limits if you're looking to conserve, or scale up if you're looking to accelerate growth. Michael?
The other key component for the marketing machine is content. Boxpilot has assembled a team to work through your content to establish what you have and what you need. They are available to you on an as needed basis. Everything we create is yours to use and reuse. They become key elements of your contacting plans to keep providing your prospects relevant materials. Only pay for new material we create when you need it: infographics, slide shares, blog posts, etc. And not only do we create it, we can distribute it, making sure that you are present across all channels and segments. We can also employ social listening best practices to draw leads out of your followers and put them into your touch cycle. It's a great way to capture engaged prospects. Here as well, we take stock of what you have before we set a course so that you are not duplicating effort. Then we build out a plan that suits your company, thinking both of thought leadership and specific applications. We can repurpose your content to create compelling social media for your audience. And when there's a follow-up opportunity identified, we shift that individual to your touch cycle for proactive direct contact. Boxpilot recognizes the importance of using social and direct marketing synergistically to give you the best results. Kirko?
The technology behind our ability to execute complex plans for your organization with all of the details covered is Boxpilot's program portal. We build out workflows, lead scoring, call triggers, web visitor tracking, etc., all for you. After all, your time is better spent on growth planning, sales management, and product development. And the program portal will integrate with your existing internal systems, CRM, marketing tools, web content management services, and a host of other business systems you may use within your organization, with full reports and visibility into your Boxpilot-driven efforts. And to cap off our capabilities, we're even able to help with responders, handling inbound calls, emails, and even text messages. Our contact center is at the ready for you, and you only pay for actual inbound contact, no monthly fee. Michael?
A systematized, predictable, repeatable, scalable revenue machine. Indeed, Boxpilot can handle all the details to set up, manage, and execute the elegant selling system we've been speaking of. We work to allow you to make the most of your time. No need to hire staff. Supercharging your sales and marketing efforts by building measurable and adaptable systems to fit your budget and maximize ROI. Kirko?
By having a consistent plan in place, you make sure all opportunities are covered, preventing loss to competitors. Your data stays clean, and your internal team stays happy, working effectively on good quality leads. And if you decide to grow faster, you have full control to up the effort according to your goals to push your company to the next level. We've built our systems over the past 15 plus years, helping everyone from small family-run companies up to top Fortune 100 companies execute successful marketing programs. Michael?
So our next steps are to talk. We can set up a conversation with one of our independent marketing consultants. They'll go through your objectives and budgets and talk to you about a strategy that makes sense for you. And we go from there. We can get started in a matter of days. So I wanted to close by thanking you and for taking the time to hear about Boxpilot's full service pipeline automation solution. We hope that we've stimulated ideas for you to chew on today.
Yes, thank you, and please reach out if you have any questions. Wishing you an enjoyable rest of your day, and goodbye for now.